Hello, dear viewers. I am a global nationalist. I support nationalism in my country, India, and in all countries around the globe. Today, I will be talking about some announcement that I want to make about the channel and its future. I have become interested in talking about nationalism not just within one country per video, but in several countries. To elaborate, I'm interested in how countries are working together in various groupings. For example, there I there is the NATO group, which is a formal military alliance, and between North Atlantic countries such as the U.S., Canada, and many European countries. Now, these countries are agreed to come to each other's aid in case of an attack on either one. It's a typical classic military alliance, and I want to explore how uh, an alliance can affect nationalism and to see how they benefit the national interests of their member states and how they hurt the national interests of the member states. I want to see that interplay, not just in NATO, but in other groupings as well, such as the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and the Quad, Relateral Security Dialogue. So, yeah, what I'm going to do now is create a basically a new schedule that old schedule will remain, but there's going to be new additions to it. For example, on the first Sunday of the month, I will talk about um, NATO, not what NATO countries are doing as a whole as part of NATO, or what they're doing individually, or that or about the history of NATO and other topics related to NATO, like its culture, its policies, its rules. If in, I will talk about that if there is no current event that relates to NATO at that moment. And I will do the same on the second Sunday of the month, where I will talk about the Shanghai, excuse me, the SCO, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, where I will talk about how the countries that are part of the SCO are working together and like what actions they're taking to support their national interests and how they're working together to accomplish these. And similar to what I did in the NATO video. And the third on the third Sunday of the month, I will talk about the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, which is made of four countries, hence the name Quad. These four countries are the United States of America, Australia, Japan, and India. Now, why have I chosen these three groupings? It's because of the following reasons. These three groups represent different regions of the world. NATO represents uh, the Atlantic and the Western uh, part of the world, and the northwestern part of the world, and the SCO represents Asia and the eastern part of the world, which is often, so at least sometimes, in opposition to the western part of the world led by NATO. And I want to talk about Quad, in which uh, countries in the Pacific Asia Pacific region work to come together to resolve problems in that region, specifically to oppose actions taken by China and other countries that are hostile to other countries in the region. So, yeah, that's what I will be doing. I will be starting this schedule next month. And I will, yeah, so that's what I want to say. I hope you will like these new videos I make. And yeah, that's all I want to say. Thank you for watching. Vande Mataram.